The show, we were talking about legendary investor Julian Robertson. He managed $22 billion at the peak of the tech boom, now oversees about $10 billion, and he made me pause yesterday when I spoke with him. He said we're heading for a doozy of a recession, a memorable phrase, and he also talked about the dollar, Ben Bernanke, and this day 20 years ago.
It was really the toughest period I've ever had in the stock market, and I have never brought worries home. But I did that time, and I think if it hadn't been for the family and the treadmill, I don't know that I would have made it. And but I do think now is a different time. At that time, our dollar was weak as it is now, but at that time, we were concerned about protecting the dollar. I think that the Federal Reserve and our government will trash the dollar until such times as there is some turnaround in the economy, or until they realize that that policy is sort of self-defeating.
But do you think that not only is the U.S. government officials are trying to trash the dollar, as you said, but they do want it to keep going down further? Why is that a good thing?
Well, it's a good thing because it makes our exporters and our companies, particularly in industry that compete with foreign competition, it makes them stronger.
It's interesting, there's some that are looking for positives in the economy. They'll say, look, unemployment is near a record low and incomes in this country are finally growing. We might, for the first time ever, have a housing recession that doesn't turn into a broader recession.
Devaluing the dollar is a huge factor. And when you devalue the dollar, the best way to do it for the economy is just sort of print money. And I think they're doing that. And I think they are cognizant of what they're doing. And I often wonder, if I were Chairman Bernanke, if I wouldn't be doing the same thing. He's sort of trapped in the sins of his forefathers.
So what can he do at this point? Will Fed rate cuts?
I think he's doing exactly what he can do, is ease, cut, print.
Do you think we're going to have a recession?
I think we are going to have a doozy of a recession. I think the credit situation is worse than anybody realizes, and I think we're getting little inklings of that.
So you're bearish on the U.S. economy, bearish on the global economy overall. Am I right in imagining that would mean you're bearish on stocks as well?
I am bearish on stocks generally as well, but there are really some exceptions.
All right, well, Mark is depressed now. We're going to tell you what the exceptions are.
What are the exceptions?
Have some picks. Well, you're going to have to wait. I'm going to tell you.